What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Corruption again, and let me start off saying I haven't been around lately due to the fact that my work schedule has changed a bit. I went from working a swing evening shift to full-on grave overnight shift for probably about a month or so, so updates are a little bit slower. But we're doing something a little bit different today after I've gotten a PVR and recording a game called Tokyo Jungle for the PlayStation Network. So we'll be taking a look at that, because I kind of like this game and it's interesting. So starting off with it, you know, you got your survival, story, stats, and archives on your main menu options. The story, you unlock bits and pieces of it through survival, so we won't be seeing much of that because I haven't played it a whole lot. With the survival, it's as it states, you know, it's basically survive anything. Start off with two characters mainly, the Pomeranian, which is a predator, and the Sika deer, which is a grazer. So the playstyles are different with the two different types, but later on you can unlock a lot of the characters through the survival and story campaigns. And some of these ones down here are the DLC characters. I bought only like one pack, maybe two. And yeah, you do get like black and white Pomeranians, which is kind of cool. Yeah, later on you do get dinosaurs and some of the prehistoric monsters, such as the saber-toothed cat there. We're gonna roll with the fat cat though. Out of the DLC, this is what I mainly wanted to buy, was the fat cat. Just, I liked it. So, starting off here, after the white screen of loading. Yeah, we got our cat. Controls in, I haven't played in a while. So I don't know what the hell half of this does. And well, we'll just wake some bunnies up and watch them run off. Yeah, they're a little bit too fast for me, so the hell, I'm gonna go back. So the game, pretty simple. I think it was like $15 when I bought it. It's not a really high-priced game. And here you got different territories to mark to finish one section of an area. Now with the mechanics in this game, you've obviously got the numerics scrolling above for years, and that usually about 30 years I think is when your animal will generally start to deteriorate to the point to where they can no longer go on their hunger bar, just like constantly low. The life starts to diminish, and basically they're just dying out. Oh, we're gonna sneak on this bunny here. Let's see. Now over. Yeah. So yeah, with the tall grass, that's your little stealth mechanic. The clean kill, indicated by the fangs that appear. And can I get this one? I don't. It's son of a. Oh. Yeah, I botched that. Okay, well. Yeah, the fangs indicate the clean kill. As soon as they're a bright red, you usually can get a one-hit kill in on smaller creatures at least. Later on in the game, and sometimes not even very late on, you'll encounter some of the larger creatures that you just cannot really damage too well with your smaller animals. I found out the hard way that a Pomeranian cannot exactly kill an elephant. Yep, right behind the bush. See the dog? I think it's a beagle. I'm not sure. Oh, hungry, so I gotta kill him. Come on, come on. And couldn't kill him. There we go. So yeah, you gotta eat constantly to maintain your hunger, which depletes over, I believe it goes by seconds. And I guess I'll explain the territories a little bit better. Territories, there's usually 3 to 4 territories in one section. Once you've marked all the territories, you then unlock an opportunity to find a mate. About 2 or 3 different types of females of your species will then be on that section, and you'll have the opportunity to mate with them. Now there are differences in these females that do appear, because there are a higher quality, I guess you would say. They're indicated by little hearts above them, so if you find like the black-hearted one, that's the one that you can just... That's the easy mate that you don't have to have any type of requirements for. Then there's, I think, the two different variations of... Well, here's one that's the prime example of a mate, but right now we're too low of a level to actually mate with this particular mate. So what you have to do is go through and kill as many of these little creatures in an area and consume them for their calories to level up there on the bottom right. And once you get to, I believe it's boss status, then you can mate with that particular female cat. So it's pretty interesting mechanic, because the mating system is what basically continues your progression and also will level up your statistics. So right now we're just consuming as much as we can to try to get our 100% rank up. And we do have a stamina bar for a lot of your lunges. As you've seen, when you lunge for the clean kill, it will take stamina. Combat will take some stamina. And if I remember right, jumping doesn't. Oh, we're going to avoid this one. This is what I mentioned earlier. That's the easy mate. So that female, technically, I believe the black indicates that she has fleas. She won't get you as many bonus statistics at the mating process, so your offspring won't have quite as decent stats that they might get from having a... I'm not sure what they call these. Ideal mate, I suppose. But for this particular area, there's only the two mating options, and that's the flea-ridden one and then the clean one. So basically it's your pick if you want STDs or not. So starting off, things are usually generally a little slow. I'm just kind of like running through a lot of this. And here, yeah, irony is that water increases your hunger, so I'm not sure. And I could see a tunnel down there, but I don't quite know how to get down through it. It might unlock later on through progression, but I'm not sure. Like, there we go. There's a button. The mini-map down below does decent, but it's still kind of hard to read. To basically judge exactly how close you are, it doesn't seem to have the perfect synchronization, or I just can't read it that way. Because there's times it looks like I'm really close to a green dot for another animal, but I'm not really as close as I think I am. And with these baby chickens, you know, they don't even show up on the radar. But also the weather effects here, such as the rain, clouds vision, so your radar doesn't exactly work as well. And as you can see, toxicity will increase in this acidic rain. Yeah. So the rain is kind of damaging, and I thought about just progressing on to the next area, because the only way to lower your toxicity is to continue to consume other animals, and somehow eating actually... Rat terriers. Eating, as you can see, lowers your toxicity. I'm not quite sure how that really works that way, but hey. I'm pretty fortunate just to run into these little terriers, because little ankle biters don't really pose much threat. There's different breeds of dogs and some cats, but generally most everything only has one breed. Swipe this down. Yeah, get off me. So now we're closing in on our 1800 points for calories. There we go. We're ranked up. Now we're boss status. I was kind of wondering if this may or may not work to breed with that mate up north, because technically I'm in a different area now. This little transition of the alleyway takes you in from one area to another, and I wasn't quite for sure if I needed to stay in the first area to technically have that rank status stay, but apparently I can just go to another area, rank up, and here now she's following. Female is interested. She's average, okay. So there is, you know, so there's another higher tier female that there's only the two options in this area. Now back up here, as you can see on the map, there's that little like hump of hay. These are your little mating spots, and you can save or choose to mate, which luckily we fade black. Now we've actually no longer control of the cat. We have control of the kittens. And we control one kitten, and the other one follows, or the other two apparently, follow kind of as an extra life status. If the main cat we're playing passes away, then you hot swap right over to another one of the cats following you and you play as them. Kind of gives you an extra life, basically. So it's a pretty nice and interesting mechanic. And back at the little mating nest, you can choose to save, and that will save and exit the game. So if you've been playing for a while, but you got to go do something, you got to go to work, you got to, you know, just turn off the system for some reason, it allows you to have that function even in a survival mode to where you can pick up later on. And it's all pretty well randomly generated on enemies and things like that that appear. The grass and the overall level it's all stationary. It never changes, but the placement and different types of enemies are always different. So there's times that you can start out and just be swarmed with larger animals that potentially can knock the hell out of you. Other times you may just find a bunch of these chicks running around, and sometimes you may just not find anything in one area. And then it's a long haul to try to go to another area while your hunger bar is depleting, and then your life starts to go down trying to find something that you can kill and consume. The game, it's nice. It's a fun little retrieve from the AAA games that are always hit or miss, and usually the long periods of time between a AAA title gets to be a hassle. So if you just want something to pick up and play for, oh good God. Okay, well, hell, I wasn't planning on this, but we may as well just try and show you what the boss animals look like. You got a lion here. Critical hit and you bite him, and we did hardly no damage, and 2 swipes, I'm dead. Here's a hot swap over. I'm playing as another cat now because the main one died. Probably shouldn't be messing with him, but I figured we're just going to show this off. And did. And that's the end of the survival mode. Now through the survival mode you can find these little things scattered about to unlock bits and pieces of the story mode, because the story mode is not all complete and there for you to learn on. The survival mode is the meat of the game. But yeah, I just wanted to show this game off because it doesn't seem to have as big of a splash as I thought it would, just for being a different kind of game. It's not too expensive. It's on the PlayStation Network. Once again, it's called Tokyo Jungle, and it's a fun, like I said, time killer, if anything else, for those lulls between AAA releases or even some of the indie releases. If you own a PlayStation 3, you want something fun to just pick up and mess around with, I'd recommend this game. It's pretty fun. Just wanted to show it off, get another video out there, let y'all know that I haven't quite died yet, but there are days I feel like it. But yes, Tokyo Jungle is definitely well worth little game to pick up. Not quite the stellar hit, but good enough to get you over if you're between games and just bored out of your mind. Anyways, this was Corruption. Should start trying to get videos up a little bit more regularly. Be more of these recorded games, or maybe some of the live commentary videos. We'll see. It shouldn't be too long. But anyways, I'll take care. I'm out, and this was Tokyo Jungle.